believe the police support the end bad government protest when the protest was meant for all Nigerians? Prof has helped to answer that, but I will have to make addition to the answer provided by Prof. My response to this will be in three parts. Number one is that, of course, Prof said it, our responsibility is not to take part in protest, but to manage protest. Two is that the intelligence at the disposal of the police. Anyone who knows what we know about this protest will not come out to protest. We have intelligence at our disposal that some agents of destabilization are ready to use the harsh protest to destabilize our country. I won't be able to share the details yet because we are still on the trail of these individuals. Some of them are already out of the country. They immediately escaped. Some of them are even foreigners. One of them was traced to the Labour House the other day, and I was just wondering why the noise about the raid of Labour House when the police didn't raid Labour House. We raided only a shop that the individual was using as a front, and we have been monitoring his activities. He was very active in the Sudan crisis. And he's in Nigeria mobilizing people to destabilize our country. We traced him to that shop, and our detectives raided his shop. We recovered valuable documents. So there was no need for the noise about the raid of Labour House. We didn't raid Labour House. The NLC Secretariat was not our focus. Secondly, is our experience with previous protests. I will always make reference to the NSAS protest, which turned violent. It started initially as peaceful, but any protest that is mobilized on the social media has the potential to be violent. Because when you are mobilizing on social media, you are mobilizing the whole population, including the criminals. So the idea of the protest being hijacked, I don't believe that protest that is mobilized on the social media is hijacked. Hijacked by who? By the same people that were mobilized for the protest. So our experience in previous protests would not make the police to want to take part in any protest that we know is going to be violent. The third part is when you are saying you want a peaceful protest and you tag to that protest, you said you want a 10 days peaceful protest and you tag that protest 10 days of rage. Of course, we know that you are not being sincere with the word peaceful. The aim of this summit, organized by the Nigerian police in collaboration with UNESCO, is to have sincere engagement with the Nigerian youth. We want to build trust, and we want cooperation, collaboration with the Nigerian youth. The person who asked the question raised issues about insincerity about the protest, that we call them faceless, even when they came out to address press conference. But before the protest, we made it clear that the police will be out to protect peaceful protesters. People who want to come out for peaceful protest will be out to protect them. We also gave our guidelines. We asked them to come forward. They should meet their commissioners of police, indicate their intention to stage a peaceful protest, and the commissioner of police in the state will make adequate arrangement for their protection. It is not enough for you to address press conference. What is required of you is to follow our guidelines. Meet the Commissioner of Police in your state, make your intention known, and the Commissioner of Police will make adequate arrangement for your protection. You did not inform us that you wanted to make a press conference. So next time, please endeavor to meet the Commissioner of Police. We have reasons why we insist that you must meet your Commissioner of Police and let him know the details of what you want to do. It is for your own personal protection. Because we have the intelligence we have, you don't know. If you are planning for peaceful protest, and we also know that some other groups want to take advantage of your peaceful protest to cause violence, to unleash violence on the population. If you have gone to discuss with your Commissioner of Police, he is in a very good position to guide you. If we ask you to stay in a particular location for your peaceful protest, it is because we also know that some people will be coming out to unleash violence. A peaceful protest on the streets cannot go side by side with violent protest. You won't be able to differentiate. That's why we insist that you should stay at a particular location. If you know you are for peaceful protest, then we'll make arrangement for your protection. But if you insist you must go on the streets with those people who want to stage violent protest, we won't be able to differentiate between the two groups. 6. What is police doing about insecurity to allow farmers to go back to the farm? Very good question. We are doing a lot. In the Northeast, we have started farm patrol to give confidence back to farmers to return to farm. Mr. President is very, very concerned about it, and we are doing our best. But let me also add that the security landscape in Nigeria is complex and diverse, marked with a range of challenges requiring multi-dimensional responses. We have challenges in security. There is also economic challenges. There is political challenges. We have environmental challenges. All these challenges are interconnected. To solve these challenges, we need to understand their interconnectedness. You can't solve one challenge and leave the others. It's not going to work. So we need to solve these challenges simultaneously. And that's why you see agencies of government, departments of government working at the same time, working together. Solving these challenges simultaneously is not as easy as solving simultaneous equation. A lot is required. We need enormous resources. It requires focused leadership. And when I say focused leadership, I mean leadership at all levels. We don't start looking at leadership only at the center. We are all leaders at our own different levels. We must all be focused. It also requires committed citizens. Our citizens must show patriotism. Our citizens must show responsibility. We must embrace our duties and responsibilities to our country. We have responsibilities to obey the law. If we obey the law, there will be no corruption. We have responsibilities to cooperate with the police, assist law enforcement agencies. Let us embrace our responsibilities as citizens. So solving our challenges requires that all of us are involved. What can the police do to engage secondary school students? Because the secondary schools is becoming a fighter ground for cultism. Very good question. In the Nigerian police as of today, we have recently established a unit called POKAKOV. POKAKOV means Police Campaign Against Cultism and Other Vices. That unit is headed by a senior police officer. Our target is students in secondary school. So we are doing a lot to discourage cultism, and we are starting at the level of the secondary school students.